Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the December 20th issue of the Tucson Mortgage Weekly. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you went out and spent a lot of money on the last weekend before the Christmas holiday, because the two things this economy needs are jobs and people to get out there and spend some money. So do your part. Stay employed, spend money. Anyway, what happened last week? What I can tell you is it was a painful week, was probably the best way to put it. Very difficult to explain to a customer that I spoke to on a Monday or a week prior that rates were up. In fact, basically rates have been skyrocketing since December 7th, oddly enough, which is Pearl Harbor Day. And the good news is that they finally appeared to have traded down to a rate where it was attractive enough for buyers to step in. And that kind of stabilized the market. As of about Thursday afternoon, some improvement and sideways movement came in. Friday kind of followed through on that. So at least for the time being, I think we've quote unquote hit a top on rates, and we may move sideways a bit for a few days. That would be very welcome relief to allay a lot of stress in people, and me included. What the heck happened? Well, obviously, with the Fed's announcing, the Obama administration announcing that they were going to support the tax cut and coming to an agreement, obviously that sent the stock market into a tizzy. And the Congress actually approved the $858 billion tax cut bill. And while this is very good for the economy in the short term, because it'll certainly help stimulate, in the long term, it's a horrible thing for inflation and the markets in general. What we're doing is we're just printing more money in order to stimulate the economy. And by the way, that's the single biggest difference between us and what's going on in Europe, because we're actually, if we were to be rated with what's going on in Europe, we would be as bad as, or almost as bad as, the worst of the countries, which is Greece. And the big difference between us is we can print money, Greece can't. And that's exactly what we're doing to stay out of the poorhouse. So this yields inflation, and that's why interest rates were up last week. What's going on this week? All right, first of all, news that's coming out is that new and existing home sales come out, the personal consumer expenditure guidelines come out, and that's a real important report because it gives the feds a better idea of what's going on the inflation front, and we'll see what's happening with that. Initial job claims are coming out, blah, blah, blah. Bottom line is, in my opinion, it's going to be a short trading week. Those people that are working as far as on Wall Street, probably not thinking much about business. They're thinking about holidays and family and how they can make enough extra money on the 11th hour to pay for a little Johnny's gift. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So we're liable to see some worsening in rates, but at the moment I'm praying for some sideways movement. Tomorrow, the winter solstice, we're going to see the absolute shortest day of the year on December 21st. And that means, actually, I kind of enjoy that day. I hope you find it interesting and make the best of the long night that we'll have. I wish you and your family a very, very Merry Christmas. I'm Todd Abelson with Sun Street Mortgage. Make it a great week. Bye-bye.